Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Charles Owen from Paladin. We'll be getting started momentarily. Today, we'll be doing a webinar on the winter release offers new ways to put your data to work. I just want to make sure, looks like we've got several people online, probably a few more stragglers will be coming in. But if somebody could just raise your hand and let me know that you can hear me and see my screen. And thank you all, everybody. Very good. I see lots of hands up. This is a really popular topic. I'm so glad. I really want you to understand and know what some of the new features are in Paladin. There's been a lot of effort put towards integrating with other systems that will help you run your business better and hopefully increase your bottom line. So again, my name is Charles Owen. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm the Chief Experience Officer here at Paladin. Been here over 10 years now and love my role. And today I'll be having the privilege of going through this presentation or webinar with you. So what we're going to learn about today is the new winter release. So there's lots of new stuff in here. There's some also that's been in the system for a little while that I'll be reminding you of. Normally this presentation is going to take 20 minutes, the max 25, probably 20, I'm hoping, and I want to get you back taking care of your customers here. And if you miss any part of this because you get interrupted, you can always go back and watch it. It will be recorded, and at the end we'll have it posted on our website if you go to the portal at portal.paladinpos.com. Okay, so besides in the new release, we're also introducing chat support. So you have an opportunity to use the Paladin system. Up in the help section, you'll see a new button on the very top says chat support, and you can click on that and interact with us. New features we'll be talking about. Some of the things we'll be talking about, not all of them are listed here on the table of contents or the agenda, but you'll see we're going to go over things like sell by weight. We're going to discuss Order Analyst again. If you didn't get it the first time, that has been in the system since our last update, but I just wanted to reiterate that it is here, and you should be using it if you're not already. BOGO promotions, that has been activated in our system. We really haven't had a webinar on the topic. Oh, actually, I correct myself. The last webinar we did was our first BOGO webinar, and actually, I wasn't here. I was out of town, so Chad had the opportunity to deliver that. Also be talking about our comprehensive serial number tracking system. So we put in a serial number tracking. If you are a store that sells small engines, you sell large tractors, mowers, anything that requires warranty or a serial number, you'll want to have this product activated or this feature activated. Also a new statement generation option, we'll go over that. Also, there's some new things you can do with comparative revenue reporting that are pretty cool. We've had a request for auto print yard orders, as well as we have a new inventory item report, meaning all items that were added new to your inventory on a specific date frame. You'll be able to see that. All right, new integrations, we'll be talking about Pointy, Sage Accounting, and Point of Rental. So let's get into it. You can find a copy of these notes under this link here, portal.paladinpos.com/news/tech-buzz, and or click on this link when you get this hard copy or a soft copy of the presentation. The chat support, as I mentioned, you have help from our experts anytime while if you don't have time to make a call or you just want a quick question. Obviously, you don't want to fill out a chat support with a very complex issue. It just doesn't work nicely with that. It's not conducive to complicated subject matters, so definitely still call us or going through our portal. But this is a great another vehicle for you to get information to Paladin, to get information back from Paladin. So definitely check it out, utilize it, and see how it works. All right, new features. Sell products by weight. So we've incorporated a couple of different scanner/scales. One's a scanner/sale, and the other one's just a scale. But if you have bulk items that you sell by weight, this is really swift. I mean, you just take the item, you scan it, put it on the scale, and what it does real-time weights. It figures out the quantity and you're done. You're on your way. It's really nice. You also, if you have a bowl or something that you want to weigh, you want to take the weight of the bowl out because you're putting nails or whatever it might be in the bowl, you can first weigh the bowl, zero it out, and then it'll weigh above and beyond that. It's a great feature, works really well. And if you're interested in this, if you're doing anything with groceries or selling any fasteners or things by weight or nails, this is a great product for you. Order Analyst. Pardon me. Now, we've talked about Order Analyst in the past, but I just want to reiterate this. It is a feature that enables you to, if you want, you can run a suggested order for multiple suppliers, or you can take the scan gun and go walk down the aisle and scan multiple departments and multiple lines of products, and then you just come to your system, sit down and say, generate my POs. And what it will do is it will go through all the different suppliers that are in supplier one position, and it will create a purchase order specifically for those suppliers that are in position supplier number one. Now, it tells you initially, do you want to split the order? Comes up with a screen, and it says, this PO has been successfully split into X number of individual POs. Ignore the saving dollar amount. That's stage 2 or part 2 of the Order Analyst. We'll talk about that in a second. So what it does, you can see on the left-hand side, just shows your combined order. You run it, you pipe it through the Order Analyst, and it splits the PO into 2 POs. And what it looks like on your display is you'll see the word split in front of it, and you've got split working purchase order is the original, and then you've got split purchase order, supplier B and supplier A as the 2 that as a result of splitting that PO. Now, the next step, as I mentioned, part 2, takes it to the next level. If you're doing EDI with more than one vendor, with 2 vendors, and it's collecting that information, the cost and everything on a regular basis, on a daily or weekly basis, you now can run and split your order based on the lowest cost item. What it will do is it will maintain a separate market cost, a separate minimum order quantity, and a separate broken carton, and the date when it was last updated in the system. But that information comes in only through EDI. So you have to understand that you can't just go in and put a cost in and ask it to do a cost comparison, because that cost is irrelevant a week or 2 down the road. A lot of times when you have catalogs, you bring them in, oh, I want to bring all the catalogs in with their costs. They're not relevant unless you're doing EDI on a regular basis. That's the whole concept around that. BOGOs. This is something that has been in the system for a while, and we've now added a wizard so that it'll just walk you right through the process. So if you go into your pricing plans, on the right-hand side, it's always said advanced settings, enable advanced settings. When you click that now, it'll let you go in and configure your buy one, get one free, buy one, get one at 50% off, buy 2, get 1 free, buy any one of these, get another one of these for free. There's just all different ways you can set that up. Very, very powerful feature. Buy one, get one is a very popular sale that you can implement, and Paladin gives you the capability to do that. Here's what the BOGO screen looks like. So you scan an item, put a quantity of 2, automatically, if it's a buy one, get one, it'll show this message. It'll show discount on the separate line, giving you a total of only half for that particular one, for a buy one, get one. Now here where we're going to be talking about the serial number tracking in system. So we developed and designed a system that enables you to earmark items in the inventory as serialized items. If they're serialized items, then what happens is upon receiving those items, it's going to require that you put in or want you to put in a serial number. It's not required, but it will prompt you with a serial number. If you don't put a serial number in, it's going to warn you, hey, this is a serialized item, you don't have all the serial numbers in. But once you've got that item in there, when you sell it at point of sale, it's going to bring down a drop-down list and show you, I have all of these serial numbers available. Ones that aren't available won't be shown in that window. If you've got one on hold, or you're working with one in an invoice and somebody's on another screen trying to grab a particular item, it will take it off of that list if it's in an on hold state, or if it's any other state than available. You can also look in the inventory and see what state it's in, and it'll show you for any particular item whether it's been, whether it's available or whether it's on hold or whether it's being processed in an invoice right now and it hasn't been finalized yet, or whether it's been sold. All that information is available. You can get a list of sold versus available items, and you can do that for all of your serial numbers or just individually, all of your SKUs, I should say, or individually. And you can track unique receiving costs for each serial number. So if you've got riding mowers or something that, you get different costs for them, even if they're the same model, you might have paid full price for one, you get 10% discount on the second one. You'll want to track those individual prices and costs. So you can do that when you're receiving your PO. Just create a separate line item. So if you have 3 riding mowers, all different costs, just put them all in as one each line, and then put in the new cost, and it will track that. Very powerful feature. The right-click feature, in invoicing, you right-click on the mouse. A lot of people still haven't discovered this. This is so easy and so nice because you can do so many different things. Example, insert lines, delete lines, insert notes, anywhere on the invoice, no longer just at the bottom. All right, add precision, meaning up to 4 to 6 decimal points on quantity and price. Profit Analyst, footage calculator. We've also added, I need to highlight this, should be on this screen, a square footage calculator. That's brand new. All of you out there who need to do square footage tallying, we now have it. It's in the system. Also inserting subtotals, updating current prices. If you have a stored quote, you want to update all the prices across the board. Very effective tool. What I'm highlighting here is the search capability. So if you bring up an invoice, you've got 500 line items on it. You don't want to have to go step down through that item to find something. You just right-click, hit search invoice, and you can put in, as you see in step number 3 above, you can just put in either a part name or part number. Either way, it will find it. And then you can also manage serial numbers this way as well, where you can add serial numbers to your items that you're selling. Okay. I think there was a last one there. Yeah. Oh, on the bottom too, weigh invoice item. So you can go in and if you click on an item that's an item that is of weight, you can weigh it right then and there. All right, monitor credit limit overrides. This has been in here since the last update, but I thought I would remind you, if you are a manager and you override an amount, let's say they exceed their credit limit amount, not by, in this case, $313,000. That's a tall order right there. Normally, it's by a few bucks they're exceeding the credit limit. You can do manager approval. Well, now you have an opportunity to go in and search just for those items, those invoices where you did manager approval for accounting override. I mean, you went above and beyond the credit limit. Doesn't change the credit limit. It just allows them to get through that one invoice. We also added customer notes. This can be done. It time stamps it, date stamps it, puts the employee who it was, and you can put up 650 character per note. And it just, if you look on the left-hand side, it starts at number 1. You go in your customer tab. Number 2, you go into the credit tab or customer module credit tab, and then number 3, account notes, 1 message. All right. See what we got. I've got a message here. Can't see the screens. Oh, if you can't see the screen, I think everybody else can see the screen, right? Somebody throw up their hand just to confirm that you can see the screen. I know you've already done this. And are the screens changing? They should be changing. I'm looking at the audience view right now, and it looks good. So maybe it's in a different window, and that was for Jamie. Maybe it was in a different window. So it looks like you can see my visual, but you can't see the the actual slide deck. You can download the slide deck as soon as we're done, or first thing tomorrow. It should be on our website. You should be able to get it. You can actually rerun this whole thing if you still can't see the screen. Apologize for that. Don't know what's going on. Looks like everybody else can see the screen. All right, let's continue. So we were on the prior screen, which was customer account notes. We also allow you to now edit the quantity and price on a PO that has been sent. A lot of requests for that. I'm not sure why, but I guess if the manufacturer or the vendor calls you and says, actually it comes in a different color, or it's going to be more cost, you can go ahead and add the quantity and or cost and make those changes right here. All right, so you have to right click and hit the update PO quantity and cost. You can't just right click on the cost or the quantity and make a change. It has to be affected through the right click feature within the PO. All right, next, statement emails include charges itemized by project. So there's a lot of folks out there who have contractors that want to see all their projects broken out or all their jobs broken out at the time that you generate statements. We've figured out a way to do this. It creates an email. In the email, when you're doing an email, it will create an Excel file, and in that Excel file, you'll be able to see all the different projects broken out and subtotaled. So that's very important. It's a great feature. We did not open this up for the hard copy because it would just be an abundance, way too much hard copy to put into an envelope. So right now, if your contractor wants this information, they got to sign up for emails. All right, next, comparative revenue reports for department groups. So we had a request that a lot of people wanted to not just look at either one department or every department, but they wanted to group different departments together. I think they were either compensating their salespeople or they were looking at different departments, and there are a lot of other erroneous departments in between those other ranges. So what you can do now is you can create a department code, and that code can be a specific group, and that group can be assigned to different department IDs. And when you run your comparative revenue report and you look at the Excel version, it's going to show a different workbook for the different groups that you want generated. So done, it's great, it works really well. Let's move on. Auto print yard orders. Again, we've always had the capability of printing yard orders for either all items or just the items in the yard. In this case, you can now turn on auto yard order prints. So whether you have a printer at the checkout stand or in the yard itself, you can have it to where it automatically kicks off a yard order. In the yard order or pick ticket, multiple sizes, hard stock or light, you can assign it to a specific tray in a printer. It's a cool feature, but this now enables you to automatically generate it, and the cashier doesn't have to remember to hit that number. I think it's number 3 to generate it. All right. Yard orders must be printed at the time of purchase, so you can't go back and print it. That's why you'll want this system activated, because if you forget, it's like you can't go back and get a copy of it real easy. But here you can obviously print it, and it will auto print just for those items that are in the yard. It just automatically does it. All right, new inventory items report. So this one was a request that we had. We have a lot of folks that are entering a lot of new items to the inventory, and they just wanted a way to generate a new a report rather of all the items that they entered on a particular day. So here you can do that. The descriptions that you see here, new item 1, they're just placeholders. That would not be what the actual description would be. It was just for this sample. All right, so that is under history. If you go into reports, inventory, history, there you'll see new inventory items down below. All right. Let's see, new integrations. So talk about, we do integrations, we do a lot of integrations. We're constantly adding ones that will benefit you. This one really helps you level the playing field with big box stores, because what it does is it puts you on the top of the Google searches. So when your customer or a prospect is searching for a particular item, it can potentially bring up, if you're sign up with the Pointy solution, it can bring up your store as providing that particular solution or product and lead you right to it. So it puts your products in front of your local shoppers, improving your online presence. It's a really effective way to attract more customers into your store through the app. It's heads above any other product that we've seen that does similar things. You can sign up with Pointy. There is an integration that there is with Paladin. There's I think there's a link that we should probably put in here. That'll take you to a sign-up page. But if you contact Paladin, we'll get you hooked up. Also, we've added Sage 50 Cloud integration to our integration list of different financial products that we integrate with. So this one is one that we've recently added. We also have Dynamics GP, we have QuickBooks, and Peachtree, and a couple others. But this is really what it's doing is it's taking it to the next level, because with the Sage 50, not only does it send the general ledger information up, but it also pushes up the closed POs or the invoices for accounts payables. So it's a great solution. If you use the Sage 50 product, we can integrate to this today. Save you time from having to enter those posts manually or by importing and exporting. Next, point of rental. So we contemplated whether, creating a rental solution inside Paladin, but, what we thought was, why reinvent the wheel? Let's use the best breed of products that are out there right now. Point of rental is that system. They are a fantastic product. We are actually having a webinar on this topic December 3rd at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. So make sure you put that in your calendars. You'll want to be in for that. If you do any type of rentals, this product can really help you accelerate to the next level. This is a way that a lot of folks in all retail sectors are really augmenting their income, because they're finding ways to generate more dollars and get more customers in their store. This is definitely one of those ways that they can do it. So you can manage your rental department with point of rental, and then it integrates that information directly to Paladin. So it's all stored in one final location, which is Paladin, but you can work using this product, and it does everything. It tracks your rental contracts, maintenance, inventory, all that. So it's another great product. And actually, this is the, did I tell you that we're doing let's see, the webinar is on point of rental. Yes, so the webinar next December 3rd is on point of rental. All right. That concludes, folks, our webinar for today. I appreciate it. Let's see, it's 23 after, so I appreciate the time. I don't see any questions. I'll hold on for a couple more seconds to see if anybody has any questions or wants to shoot any information to me. Looks like there is another question here. This is odd because my window is very hard to see. Here we go. Okay. Cover that one. Screens look fine there. Okay. Screen look fine and are moving. They're split, and you have to move to the middle. Oh yeah. So thank you, Candace, for responding to that. I don't see any questions on the webinar. You can always go to Paladin Help Portal, which you can get to through the Help button on Paladin Point of Sale, or if you're at home, you just want to get into our website and get to the same Help Portal, you go to Paladin or portal.paladinpos.com. It's listed right here on your screen. We also have other areas. We have the web store as well. If you need to buy services or products, you can go there. You can also preview and peruse the paladinpointofsale.com/retail science section, which really helps you, has lots of different articles and things on retailing, on how you can improve customer contacts, improve sales, and a bunch of other really, really cool stuff. I appreciate it. You guys all have a blessed rest of the day, and we'll catch up with you next time. Thanks for your attention.